Today's world of work is completely different from anything that's gone before. But how can you stay ahead? Leading training consultant and Red Hat examiner Adesoya Adedayo joins us to answer these questions and many more.
So tell me, what in your opinion is the future of work?
When you say future of work, how do you mean what work is going to be looking like in the nearest future,
Yes.
right? Okay, the future of work, generally in life, a lot of things are interconnected. You know, based on what is happening now, we're seeing a lot of recession and we're seeing a lot of drop in oil prices. So companies and governments are definitely looking to reduce cost, and obviously they're trying to reduce how much mistakes are being made. So the future of work is going to be seeing a lot more of automation, a lot more of softwares and robotics will be coming into the future of work.
Of course, that would also mean job losses.
Well, unfortunately, yes, there will be job losses because there are certain areas that softwares and robots would be able to do a lot more efficiently than humans, in the sense that they're less prone to mistakes. They will just follow up whatever template that you have laid down for them.
That of course, like the labor union guys will not be happy with what you're saying now. How endangered are workers today?
Well, the quicker we look at the danger, the better it is for us, and the quicker we can plan for it. You see, there is no downturn in the IT world. Like you know, in Nigeria, we're going as fast and as efficient as possible. And a lot more products are going to come that are going to replace a considerable amount of humans. I am not ruling out the human factor totally. You know, in the first place, before we put this automation in place, we will use the human standard as the standard. And once we have that standard, we automate that standard, then you are sure that you are doing work faster and you are less prone to mistakes.
So you are for automation?
Well, clearly, I mean, it drives a lot of productivity. It lets you, it gives you room to get to other things that matter. It gives you room to do things faster and to invest in other areas, invest your energy and money in other areas, rather than investing so much money and time into something that you do the same way, the same time, every day.
Professor Stephen Hawking, he's a renowned scientist, and he has talked about the fact that man's greatest challenge would be robots.
Yes.
In future. Do you ever see a war between man and robots?
Well, I won't see it as a war.
Yeah,
I won't see it as a war.
We keep creating robots.
Yeah.
What if they turn against us someday?
Yeah, you see, let's not forget that humans put these robots in place for certain reasons.
So they're becoming smarter, very smart robots.
Yeah, they're becoming very smart, but you know, they won't replace certain genuine reasons why humans will be in some certain positions. You understand? It's just that I think that robots and softwares will complement humans. I don't think they can totally replace. However, in the process of complementing, a lot of jobs will be lost.
But so let's use the banks today as an example. Yes. More banks are putting up ATM centers. Yes. Is that not a sign that some people might lose their job?
People are losing their jobs already. Not even that some people might lose their jobs. Now, it even goes way beyond ATMs. In the next 10 years, clearly you and I know that retail banking is coming to almost zero. And why is this? Because people are going to get more comfortable with using their banking apps. People are going to get more comfortable with using the USSD codes. People are going to use the ATMs. People already hate going into the banking halls. So why are the branches still springing up? In the next 10 years, you are going to see a lot of auctioning. All of these branches. I think I'd like to buy one.
There are fears about new machines taking people's jobs, benefiting only a select few and upending society.
If you are to advise the federal government today such that they need to create jobs, but the truth is that automation is coming full speed, yes, what would you say?
Okay, let me use one of my experiences as an example first. You see, we've been able to work, in Virtual Nigeria, for example, we're working with the bank at the moment, and we're trying to help them automate their patching process. Now, the way that they patch their servers, when I mean patch, this is installing updates on their servers and putting security policies in place and all of that. Now, let's...
I guess open source server, you mean?
Open source servers, Linux-based servers, Red Hat servers, as it were. Now, I'm sure that you are one of those that receive those funny emails that says planned maintenance. Over a particular weekend, you won't have access to your account at a particular point in time and this. I mean, I think that's totally wrong, in my own opinion. I think that I should have 24 hours access to my money, just like the bank had marketed me, Now, Linux platforms allow them stay up 24 hours all day. Now, we are helping the bank automate that process. Now, all of the guys that used to come to patch the servers over the weekend when you won't have access to your account, the extra diesel money that they pay, the guy that supplies diesel, all of the guys that collect overtime charges, all of those guys don't like us right now. Because once that software comes in place, all of those are gone. Now, it's good for the bank because the bank can save more money, the bank can save time, the bank can easily do these things without being prone to mistakes. Now, my advice to the federal government is to get involved in the IT process. This is a force that needs to be reckoned with. They say if you can't beat them, you join them. Look at Herbert Macaulay today. Mark Zuckerberg was here. If he's able to, it's just investors outside Nigeria, they're just like ants. They know where the sugar is. We don't need to, let's call a spade a spade. He knew where the sugar is. He came to Herbert Macaulay here, and he's been able to speak with a few startup companies. I think the government should do more in this area. Look at the startup companies, look at the tech companies. What can they help you automate? Now, in the sense of jobs, how are you getting the labor force involved in the IT market? IT is not going away. The future is IT. Now, marketing is done heavily on social media. That is IT. You see, and it won't stop. Everything is that our children are going to find it hard to exist or to coexist with their peers in the future if they are not IT savvy. So, what I think would help Nigeria is to get everybody informed about IT, and let's all build this nation together on the platform of IT.
Okay, Dayo, you are not sounding likable, but I guess they have to like you because of your automation. But let's talk about security. How do we manage security in all of this process? Because I mean, if you have to automate a whole state process, for example, security has to be good. So how do we manage that?
Okay, see, when it comes to security, we need to, there are a lot of angles to security. What is the project about? The end product, who is it for? Who are your competitors? So while building all of these projects, what are the downsides? What are the loopholes that we have left open? So security is very wide. When you are looking at automating, maybe changing Lagos, for example, to a smart city, obviously you want to make sure that all of the automation that you have in place is properly secured. You can have that on proper, strong Linux platforms. You can have proper penetration testing before deploying all of this. You have ethical hackers come through and penetrate and show you that this thing is actually, obviously you cannot be 100% safe, but we need to be 2-3 steps ahead of the guys. Yes, you need to be 2-3 steps ahead of your hackers.
When you say ethical hacker, of course, good hackers, right?
Yeah, good hackers. White
so
hat
it's a
hackers.
good way of saying good hackers.
Yeah, good hackers. Yes, ethical
but there's a thin line between the ethical and not ethical.
Yeah. Well, it depends. It depends on the person. You have the knowledge. What are you doing with it? Are you doing bad with it? If you're doing bad with it, you're a bad hacker, you're a black hat hacker, and the law will catch up with you.
From what you're saying, it seems to me that technology or IT guys should be part of the process of any country today in terms of how you develop the country.
Yes, please. Yes, please. The government needs to work with the IT sector. The IT sector can remove a lot of headache. A lot of headache that the government is having right now. Let's look at the power sector, for example.
I was going to go there. Can the power sector be hacked?
Well, yeah, it depends. It depends. How automated is it? How much is it reliant on an IT platform? Is it available remotely? These are the things that you look at. What is the physical security of the base stations? There are a lot of things we need to look at to be sure that it is actually secure. But in the first place, they need to involve IT to be sure that in the power sector, for example, little apps that young guys coming up can actually provide to make power better in Nigeria. Say, for example, a simple app that will just notify people that power is about to be taken. They will take power away in the next 30 minutes. It will help people, plan better. You plan your next 30 minutes better. That will be the best 30 minutes of your life, knowing that they will take power in 30 minutes. When power is taken, maybe a little update telling us that, okay, this is why the power was taken, and power will be restored at so and so time. You can also plan properly. You can take that time out to have a drink with your friends, knowing that by 9 o'clock power will be back. So little apps like this can actually make things better.
Thank you for being on Tech Trends today.
Thank you very much.
And all the best.
All right. Bye.